Hey guys, this is Leo here from Rivera's. How's it going? Having a beautiful Sunday. Just hanging out with the family, and just living life. So I kind of snuck away to actually work on the car back here in the garage. I kind of tore everything apart already, and kind of found what was my issue with the Evo. As you've seen on the last video, I said I was going to take her apart and kind of go through what I am going to find. What I'm going to find, and what was the root of my cause, or the root of the problem here, why I was having metal shavings in the pan. So I have the crank out, have all the bearings laid out. I already took the block to the machine shop. I got most of my parts in, and just want to show you guys quick little. Okay, so this is the crank. It's the old oil pump. Yeah, that's how it looks. Kind of messy, but as you guys can see, most of the other journals, except for the one on the center, well, that one, it's just dirty. I'll wipe that off. Be pretty clean. All the other journals, the rods and mains are pretty clean, except for the one in the middle. Like I said, when I pulled this thing apart, my freaking thrust bearings were destroyed, along with a few of the main bearings, especially the one in the center. This is the one in the center that I found on the main bearings, and these are the other ones. I'll just line them up, not in order, but you guys can kind of get the picture. Yep, this thing was about to fall apart. Luckily, I hate when I have something wrong, or I hate any type of issues with my car. I'm always meticulous and I always go through everything, man. I don't like driving it. I don't like I guess I'm very, like I said, meticulous. I hate driving my car when it's not 100%. But these are the rod bearings. Rod bearings look solid, but I won't be using that. These are all parts that I'm just gonna dispose of. I won't be using this anymore. You can see some metal shavings in the pickup tube as well, some silicone or whatnot. But yeah, I'll be reusing this, but just cleaning it up. But yeah, oh, let me show you guys the pistons. Had some pre-detonation on the top of the my pistons on all four. I was running the, I believe 9:5 to 1 compression ratio, 9:5 to 1 or 9 to 1. But yeah, they're still pretty solid. I didn't break any of the ring ones. Everything's, like I said, has good compression. All the pistons seem pretty good. Still reusable if I wanted to maybe pick up another block, kind of reuse these. Let's see, why not? But this is what I have left. I won't be reusing this crank. I bought a new crank for it. I got basically everything brand new internally for the Evo. Oh, show you guys the madness here. Yeah, she's all apart. Also, when I was pulling this thing apart, my freaking throwout bearing was stuck on the actual pressure plate. There was no way of unbolting her. What I ended up doing is I pulled everything with the trans. I pulled the long block with the trans. This little inspection plate here, I was able to put a little 12 millimeter wrench on there and kind of unbolt the pressure plate from the flywheel that way, and she broke loose. But I'll be doing that here pretty soon. That's the least of my worries. Honestly, I'm not too worried about anything now. Measured everything out on the new block. Everything was within specs. Piston to cylinder wall clearance was solid. Over here, so I got a freaking mess, you guys. Bunch of different parts here too. But this is the whole long block. I assembled it, I'm gonna say a week ago, and I didn't take freaking video of it. But this is it. Everything came out pretty damn clean. So now I'm just gonna be changing up a few things. I spoke to Alfred at Tuning Tech pretty briefly about, you know, what I'm doing and what are my goals. There's a few things that he wanted me to change up on this setup. So I'll be changing out the cams. So I'll be pulling these off here soon. Changing out the cams. I'll be running the GSS3s. Be running those instead of these. So I got these 272 Kelfords. They're still in pretty good condition. Like I said, I was gonna run them here. It was just you know, for the goals that I wanted for my car to produce. You know, might as well go, you know, go a little bigger. Yeah, piston and cylinder wall clearance was perfect, right where I wanted it at. I wanted it at 4,000ths from cylinder to piston wall clearance. And as far as piston ring gap, I ran top ring. I ran, I believe, 22. Yeah, on the top ring I ran 22, and bottom ring I ran 25. Just because I'm gonna be kind of shooting for higher boost levels on this engine. I'm gonna spin this baby around so you guys can see the bottom of it. Yeah, so I was running 22 top ring, 24 bottom ring. Everything's all nice and torqued down. Running ARP, everything. I am gonna switch out my rod bolts. I'm running, these are the ARP 2000s. So they came standard when I got the rods. I couldn't find any with the 625 plus that I wanted. But just this past weekend, I ended up finding the ones I want, or placed an order. It should be here this week, this coming up week. So I'll be switching those out for sure, especially me trying to hit all this high horsepower. But yeah, this, as you guys can see, this things are already basically ready to rock and roll. Just waiting on a few more parts, and I'll be able to, you know, swap out those rod bolts, the cams, and start doing all the timing. But all in all, man, it's a pretty fun, easy process. I can't wait till this thing is done. So for the meantime, I am gonna be match porting the actual. Sorry guys for the weird view. I'm gonna be match porting the exhaust and intake manifold, just because I got these bad boys ported. So I want to match port the actual exhaust and intake manifold, because I got this whole cylinder head ported. I got some new valve guides, new valves, basically new internals for everything on this cylinder head. There was no cracks, the warpage on the head, there was no warpage. The machine shop guy only took a couple thousandths off. As far as the block, it was kind of warped. I think he took about maybe 4 thousandths from the block, but not too much to where I was worried about, you know, running the head gasket I'm running the Evo 9 head gasket. Not to worry too much about the actual piston to valve clearance. I should be okay. But other than that, man, this thing is she's coming together. I'm pretty excited. Can't wait to run the different cam setup. And yeah, as far as next week, sorry I have to make this all kind of like all talk now, but soon, probably on the next video, you guys will actually see me start putting some more things together on the Evo. There's so many things to list that I've picked up for this setup. Like I said, next video I'll go through everything I picked up, and then kind of, you know, show you guys yeah, the prices of what I spent, and yeah, what power I'm trying to shoot for. Next week I'll probably reveal the turbo setup I want to run. Most of you guys that follow me on Instagram or just come to the shop probably already know, because we spoke about it plenty times. But yeah, this is how far we've gotten, just because finally the turbo came in after months and months. It took me literally, holy crap, I got some oil on my face. Yeah, it took like a good 7 months to get that turbo. So I kind of, you know, had the Evo kind of out of sight and out of mind. I wasn't really worried about it too much. But yeah, man, everything's looking good. Looks like I got punched. Looks like I'm wearing mascara. Holy crap. Yeah, but she's coming together. I look to have everything done within the next like month and a half. Have her ready to go back on the dyno. And she's getting there, guys. Little by little. Oh yeah, this guy right here, she's gonna be out as long as all my my intercooler piping, front mount, everything's gonna be all different here. Even the whole fuel system. I'm gonna run a whole different fuel system as well. Like I said, next week I can go over details of what kind of fuel system I'll be running. But nonetheless, she's on her way for the dyno. That's the whole plan, the whole goal. But yeah, she is on her way here soon. But yeah, man, you guys stay tuned on the progress. I just kind of wanted to throw a video out there so you guys, you know, could see that this thing is it's on its way to being finished. This is the exhaust manifold I'll be porting here soon. I'm not gonna do like a crazy port, just gonna do some match porting so I can match the actual cylinder head, and then match the actual exhaust gaskets and intake manifold. Same process I'll be doing. But yeah, you guys are, and this thing's on its way. I'm freaking excited. I feel like Christmas is coming early. So you guys, I can't wait for you guys to see this build, man. Yep, that was my issue right there. It's all bearing material. All right, guys. See you guys on the next.